Hello and welcome. Let's talk about imaginary numbers, and mainly about using the notation square root of -1. This is actually used to define the unit I, imaginary number I. In some resources, not all of the resources, this will lead to a contradiction. So let's do some calculations using this notation. On one hand, if I square, then I can simplify, okay, using this property that the square root of a is equal to a. That's going to give me I squared equals -1. Let's put this on one side and do another calculation again. I squared is equals to I times I. This is definition of the square. This would be equal to just square root of -1 times square root of -1 as a substitution. Now I'm going to use this property for the square root of a times square root of b equals square root of ab. This would give me square root of -1 times -1. And -1 times -1 is equal to 1. So I get square root of 1. And this would give I squared equals 1. Using two different ways to calculate I squared, I got a contradiction. -1 is exactly 1 because both of them are equal to I squared. Why is this happening? It's just a misuse of the notation of the principal square root. Using this notation has led to a contradiction. So we should not allow this notation at all. How to fix the problem then? And how to introduce the unit I? We just need to introduce the imaginary unit I with the property that the square of I is -1. We can also represent complex numbers on the plane. So I is represented by the point 0, 1 on the y-axis that we call imaginary axis. Every point xy represents a complex number x plus iy. The real number x is represented by the point x0 on the x-axis that we call real axis. And iy is represented by the point 0y of coordinate 0y, which is on the y-axis. Addition and multiplication are defined so that they conserve all the properties seen in the set of real numbers, like commutative property, distribution, associative property, all the properties that we know. So the square root, for example, square root of b is only used with non-negative real numbers. So b must be more or equal than 0. And square root of -1 with this notation, square root of -b, when b is positive, should not be allowed at all in any set, real numbers or complex numbers. That's it. Thank you for watching and listening.